What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and yet another female swimmer from the University of Pennsylvania is speaking out and slamming Lia Thomas, the transgender swimmer who competed for 3 years as a man before deciding that's just a little bit too difficult. They needed easier competition, and they decided to transition and are now competing as a woman. And in a shocker, this person is now destroying not only University of Pennsylvania women's records, but also collegiate records, and may be on pace to break the all-time record set by some of the greatest women swimmers of all time. This is disgusting. This is absolutely ridiculous, and actual women are starting to speak out because they don't feel like it's very fair, because it isn't. Outkick exclusive. Second female Penn swimmer steps forward, describes teammates in tears. Even after a Wednesday team meeting where a source says Penn administration strongly advised its swimmers to avoid talking to the media about the situation surrounding transgender Penn swimmer Lia Thomas, a second female Penn swimmer has stepped forward to speak out in an exclusive interview with Outkick. The second female Penn swimmer to speak out, who was granted anonymity due to what is viewed as threats from the university activists and the political climate, wants people to know that Penn swimmers are angry over the lack of fairness in the sport as Lia Thomas destroys the record books and brings fellow teammates to tears. It is important to note that this is supported by the university. University of Pennsylvania is saying, don't speak to the media about this. Don't talk about this. Everything is fine. Don't say anything. It is disgusting behavior, but that's what happens when you worry far more about progressiveness and identity politics and social justice and all these made up terms than they actually do about education or athletics. That is what is happening here. And ironically enough, Lia Thomas is starting to make the rounds on all these different college swimming podcasts and things like that. You can tell right there from the ratio, people are not receiving it very well. And all the comments are basically like, if you want to be transgender, that's fine, but you shouldn't be competing against biological women. It is not fair and it is ridiculous. And wait till you hear some of the things that this person right here, Lia Thomas, is saying in regards to their performance in the pool. The second Penn swimmer to come forward was at the University of Akron Zippy Invitational, where she watched Lia Thomas beat fellow teammate Anna Catalanzi by 38 seconds at the 1650 free. Outkick source described Penn swimmers on the Akron pool as upset and crying, knowing they were going to be demolished by Thomas. They feel so discouraged because no matter how much work they put in, they're going to lose. Usually they can get behind the blocks and know they outtrained all their competitors and they're going to win and give it all they've got. Or at least, at the very least, it'll be fair. You know what? If you actually get beat, that person might have worked a little bit harder. Maybe I can just step up my game and work a little bit harder. But when that person has been a man for 22 years of their life before going on hormone therapy for a year, then get in the pool with you and try to pretend they're the same as a woman, that's when people start to have problems. Now they're having to go behind the blocks knowing that no matter what, they do not have the chance to win. I think it's really getting to everyone. After just 5 meets at the Akron Invitational, Thomas has not just destroyed opponents. The Penn freestyle records are being rewritten by a swimmer who was second team All-Ivy League in 2018 as a male. Akron was an absolute beatdown by Thomas, but it wasn't without disgust from fans who were in the building watching the meet, pool, and school records drop one after another. This is interesting. Usually everyone claps, everyone is yelling and cheering when someone wins a race. Lia touched the wall, and it was just silent. When Penn swimmer Anna finished second, the crowd erupted in applause. So normal people, this is why this is so insidious and stupid. The college, NCAA, they want to silence people from speaking out about this, even though the reality is all normal people, 99% of people who see this, they are disgusted by it and they know that it's not fair. They know that this shouldn't be happening. So they're speaking out the way they can, not applauding at all for this person, not acknowledging this person, and only cheering when an actual woman finishes the race. Friday, Thomas set a new 500 free Ivy League record. Saturday saw Thomas touch the wall in the 200 free, which is now the nation's fastest time. Outkick source says after the 200, Thomas could be overheard bragging. "That was so easy. I was cruising," Lia Thomas allegedly said. So you have this person who competed as a man because they are biologically male forever, for the first 21, 22 years of their lives, that is now bragging about beating down women in the pool. What a piece of human trash this person is. According to Outkick source, Thomas was unhappy with their time. I'm not going to use this pronoun after the 500 race, but was still standing in front of teammates, made sure to mention, at least I'm still #1 in the country. Well, obviously they're #1 in the country because they're at a clear physical advantage after having gone through male puberty and getting to train with testosterone for years. Of course you're #1 in the country when you're beating a bunch of females. That's not something to brag about. This is ridiculous. So what this person also did say was they said they think their coach is just kind of going along with it because they know the NCAA and the university is making this happen and they're kind of in a bind. So that is why the coach is going along with this right now. A team source who was at Wednesday's meeting says administration drew a line in the sand and said Thomas wasn't going anywhere and it was non-negotiable. That leaves disgusted teammates with no choice but either stay quiet or speak up against the wishes of the school and risk repercussions. Insane. This is disgusting, and it's only going to keep accelerating, and they're going to blame, oh, it's just hatred and bigotry are the reasons this is backlash. No, it's because this shouldn't be happening. This is not athletically fair. The great thing about sports is that when you hop in there, everybody, regardless of their race, regardless of their religion, whatever, they're on an equal playing field for most part. Are some people inherently, maybe they just have a little bit better bone structure, maybe their genetics are a little better, yes. But the idea is that you train, you refine, you have your mental capabilities, all these things go into becoming a better athlete. When you start off with that type of advantage, being a man for 22 years or whatever it was, that is inherently unfair. And we're seeing that play out in front of our very eyes. This is insane. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.